Happy Friday. I'm going to do a tarot pull, but first I want to let you know that I am a white settler on colonized land, and for that reason I have put up protection and only work with ancestors and spirit guides who are pre-colonial, pre-patriarchal, pre-capitalist, and or anti-capitalist, anti-racist, anti-patriarchal, anti-colonial. People who want to dismantle these systems, spirits, energies that want to dismantle these systems. So that is the collective I'm reading for today. Additionally, I'm disabled and chronically ill, rely on a community fund to get my material needs met. So that's why my information is on screen. If you want to help me out, I really appreciate it, especially if this resonates for you. So, I'm just going to ask what we need to focus on. It's a really lovely day where I am. I hope you are having the chance to experience nature today where you are. I'm feeling it full too. Alright. Interesting. The Hermit and the Magician reversed. So you have everything you need to manifest what you need. Sorry, that's the Magician. You have everything you need to manifest what you need. You can control the elements around you. And by control, I mean work in synchronicity with them. You don't have to be controlled by them. And I say this because this feels like anxiety to me. This is like, I feel like I can't get anything done that I want to. I am not living up to my potential. I am doubting everything that I do before I even do it. And with the reverse Hermit, it also feels like overthinking in that way to me, like going inward too much. So what I am feeling from this immediately is trust yourself, which is really, really simplified and like feels cliche at this point, but I struggle with this still. And this is a journey I feel like I'm going to be on for maybe my entire life. I have gained so much self-confidence, self-assurance, and trust in myself and my intuition and my capabilities in this world. I've come so far on that journey, but with these systems in place, in particular, the ones I was talking about at the beginning, they want us to not believe in our own power. They want us to doubt ourselves, to feel insecure, to question what is happening. For example, if you are doing magic, if you are doing spiritual work, if you are working on your intuition and you were stumbling with it because you're maybe working on it alone, or you were raised in these systems that tell you that they're bad in some way, like your spiritual gifts are bad, it's just mental illness or something. And I'm not saying anything about anybody's diagnosis, but that is something that comes up for me, is this anxiety of how people are going to view me because of the systems that are in place that demonize people, in general, right? All of these systems rely on dehumanizing us in some way. And if you have studied the history of racism in the United States, they have weaponized mental health in particular against Black people, against Indigenous people, as a means of control. And they have stigmatized and demonized spiritual work as a means of control. So having these anxieties and fears, especially around stuff like spirituality, like magic, like the Hierophant reverse is coming up in my mind, like the unorthodox things that bring power to your life, that bring confidence to your life, that bring you closer to connection with yourself, with nature, with community, and further away from reliance on these hierarchical systems that need you to be relying on them, that need to be controlling you for them to be maintained, right? So what this feels like for me, and please take what resonates for you don't force anything. But what this feels like for me is you have the power you suspect that you have. You have the potential that you suspect that you have. What is blocking you? Are you overthinking? Are you going inward too much? Are you not acting and just thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it? That's something that I've been doing. The lesson that I got today in my own personal tarot pull was that I have to release the outcome. I have to release control of what's coming and trust the work that I've done, trust the shadow work that I've done, trust the protective work that I've done, trust the skills that I've developed, the wisdom that I've gained, trust that I am always learning. I have to trust myself, my intuition, and go. And then I have to trust that I have the discernment I need to recalibrate if what I do doesn't land the way I need it to, right? And that is like releasing my ego, especially because it's not taking it personally if it doesn't land, if it doesn't turn out exactly how I expect it to, if it turns out in a way that I couldn't have predicted. That's how life is, right? And the overthinking, the going inward too much, means that you're not acting on the potential that you have. And the magician has all of the elements at her disposal if she just believes in herself and does, right? It's not a super specific reading, but it feels aligned for me, so I hope it resonates for you and makes sense. It makes sense for me for this like overarching journey that I'm on, and these are both major arcana cards, so that makes sense. This is a big picture reading, right? Cool. Believe in yourself. Seriously. Just like out of pettiness and spite, if that's how you have to get there. You're a magician, dude. Like, come on.